Greetings, Skyfarers, and welcome to another episode of Sunless Skies. I'm Cobalt Thorium. Hark, a signal cries. You do and hear the oompa oompa of distant circus music, perpetuated by a straining tuba. Alright, what are we doing here? Let's take a peek at the journal, see what's going on. We got the Albert clock. We could go back to the Albert clock and also pick up some colonists maybe while we're there. We also really need to find Beatrice. That is the one place that I know is around here somewhere, but I don't... Oh, we can also do the assumed identity at Lustrum. The experiments. Jeez, so many things we can do. Okay, gotta focus. Okay, so to do this, we need another secret, which means that we need 3, I believe, 3 Tackety nameplates, or tacky, whatever they're called. What would those look like? Savage secrets. So this is the type of secret that we need. Those nameplates aren't showing up. Do we not have any? Gossip. Otherworldly artifacts. I could have sworn we picked up some more in our frequent battles with them. Yeah, they wouldn't be in the hold. A lot of our money is kind of held up in these immaculate souls. So it might be good to get rid of those too pretty quick. I have no idea where these nameplates are. So our soul is cold. The soul is icy to the touch, dispassionate, clinical, removed. Presiding Deviless, the Carillion Compendium. Lightless, slothful, viceful, willful abandonment of talent and interest. Okay, so... And then curdled. That sounds kind of gross. Overly willing to please, envious, obsequious. Are those chunks in the soul? Ugh. Weird. Okay, a couple affiliations here. I'm not seeing anything here that we can... Alright, so before we head back to Port Prosper, I think we do need to make sure we have 3 Tackety nameplates. I really just wish that I knew where they were. Like, where they are stored. I would think that they're not in the hold, but they'd be in possessions. But maybe we're just out of them. Oh no, here it is. So we have 1. We need 2 more. Alright, well, if we're gonna find 2 more, maybe it'd be good to clear off some more of this area in here. Why is this not cleared? Pretty sure I went from here. Maybe I didn't, maybe... yeah, I think we went back and then I came back to Titania. Alright, enough waffling. What are we gonna do? Suppose we could try to find Beatrice, which is, excuse me, east-northeast. East northeast, so it'd be around here. That's pretty close by. Let's give it a shot. See if we can find it. Although our hold is very close to full. What's our supplies look like? Not great. We could spend a little bit of time looking around for it, clearing off some of the fog of war. So I think that's what we'll do. When we get down to like one supply or one fuel, we'll head back. Gonna try to get over here so we can clear off this area. It will release an owl. Oh, there's one. Alright, what do we have around here? Okay. So, grave site, a diamond. Oh, there's a ellipse. Whoa, that was close. Oh, jeez. Not doing a good job of hitting this guy. There we go. Sweet. That should be our 2 nameplates. Okay, so we can try to get fuel and supplies. What's this look like? 62%, let's do it. Partial success. We gonna lose crew? Great, we lost crew. But we did gain fuel. It's not really worth it. Alright, so from smoke and flame, acrid smoke already chokes the locomotive's cord. Your search party tears open lockers and cupboards as the fires close in. You locate fuel and supplies, but not everyone that ventured into those hellish corridors emerges again. Now, that really wasn't worth it. I prefer to have crew and fewer tales of terror than one fuel, but whatever. This corner of the sky is little traveled. It has been given over to fungus, the wild, and the lost. Alright, seize the cargo. Nothing else we can do. Reclaimed. Yeah, we've read that before. Well, we've got our 3 Tackety nameplates, so that's nice. Oh man, our supplies are very healthy. I have a feeling we should probably turn back, empty these holds, because otherwise we might get to Hybris or whatever. Then I might have something good for sale. We won't be able to buy it because we don't have any space in our hold. So let's do a little once around Hare's Hope. And then I guess we'll probably just head right back to New Winchester. Whoa. Little pause there. Should we go back down to these lips? Probably not. It's a little bit out of our way. We could try to deliver those ants, too, that science station was looking for. I think we got 2 of the 3 things that they need. There's the ants. I think there's a chorister thing that we need to find. That's the one that we're missing. Oh, and the other one was we need Titania pus, which we don't have also. New Winchester coming up. I'm not a big fan of the way that you might just notice that there was a bit of a shiver where like some fog popped in or something like that. I suspect that that's a product of the fact that the developers of this are not primarily developers. They're mostly writers. So I believe that this Sunken London or whatever it's called was originally a Twitter game that was all based on... It was all like text-based, and then they made. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've heard. And after that, they made Sunken Seas, or Sunless Seas. Sorry, Sunken London, Sunless Seas, all the S's. All right. How's this looking? 40%? Still not good. I really want that to succeed. We definitely want it over 50%. We probably want it even higher. Because we want the company to take over this place for sure. I wonder what happens if you fail. We're not going to bring explosives to Lustrum, because Lustrum is the house of the rebels. Or that's like the main base of the rebels. So let's go to Viktoria's Market. So these Immaculate Souls, we bought them for $2.15. We're selling them for $2.50. That's not bad. It's a healthy little profit. We also have some unseasoned hours. Might want to throw them in the bank. But we do. I think we want to get rid of these Immaculate Souls for sure. Oof, yeah, we're going to crack 3,000. Sweet. Toss these into the bank. Alright. So, I guess the question is, should we go and fix the clock tower right now? We have enough Tackety nameplates. We have the supplies for fixing the clock tower. We could also pick up a colonist while we're there, which is something that we forgot to do last time. Although, they also need a crate of carefully packed explosives, or munitions. Yeah. We need to find one more. Let's take another look at the map. Sometimes they actually have explosive or munitions up here. I'm really tempted to go up to Port Prosper and just do that. Maybe come back here along this area and get back to Magdalene's and drop off that that there was some like good or something that we had to pick up. And if we go this way, we're probably going to pick up a bunch of fear. So yeah, let's do that. Should we stop at Company House? I think we only have one report. It's not really worth stopping at Company House for that. So let's go. So this is kind of a weird font. I noticed that. So this game is made in Unity, and I think that's actually the Unity default font. It's weird that they didn't pick some special font. Something very oldie-timey. I mean, it looks an awful lot like the default font. I mean, they have like a little like line around it so that it pops, but you can do that with Text Mesh Pro. like, you can do that really easily with a tool that is now free. So that is probably what they're using. I wonder if these are particle effects. They probably are. It would be the easiest way to do it. Alright, so we'll just grab the bottom of this. Interesting that that's all that it clears. Now I'm gonna go into this little inlet over here. Really make sure it's all clear. Whoa. Oh, interesting. I could have sworn that that would be a location. There's a similarly shaped rock in a previous playthrough, and there was a little inlet like that, and it was something's cove. Like, it was in a similar proximity to Magdalene's. Yeah, so I actually don't really know how they automate these, the placement of objectives and stuff in these maps. It's really good. I really like, I mean, there's some predictability to it. It's obviously algorithmic. Procedural, rather. But yeah, they do a really good job of making, giving it a good amount of variety, and at the same time always making it so that it's playable, basically. Yeah, I'm really not sure how they do it. Because these are obviously very detailed collision maps on these things. Just like every little jutting bit of rock you can collide with. So I'm wondering if they just have a bunch of islands that they pick out of like a template, or if Alright, let's see the cargo. Ah, we got bronzewood. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they grab them off of a template, or if they have some kind of like random generator system for like the shape, and then they have some way of filling it in. Whoa, that was close. I mean, that's how I would do it, probably, is I'd come up with some way of making the shape and then fill it in with individual rocks and stuff with colliders. Whoa, we're off the map here. Whoa, there's something over here. Well, that's tempting to take a look at. Let's go take a quick peek. There's this. Interesting. Look at that little gap. That might tell us a little bit about how it's actually implemented. I bet it is blocking an area and then filling it with rocks. and the rocks can be determined by your biome. That's kind of cool. Now, I definitely thought that that would be a location that would pop up on the map, but guess not. There was the weird popping effect again. They should really fix that. Maybe there's only so many layers of sprites or whatever these are that Unity likes to put in at a time. Alright, we will dock. Alright. So before we do anything else, we definitely want to write our reports. Get it out of the way. Write a report. Yeah, we've read that before. Let's attend a performance at the Gaudy Window. The Vaudeville Theater tends towards either quaint or vulgar. Or in good days, both. Alright, we could take a boxed seat, or we could retain our dignity. Let's just... Okay, located at the edge of West End, overlooking the bridge, Gaudy Window promises unpretentious delights for most of the family. Although out of fashion in New London, the broad amusements of pantomime and vaudeville still carry favor with the well-heeled of the West End. Though they are, of course, careful to never enjoy themselves too much. She's behind you, poster reads. What japes. Take a box seat. A new debutante makes room for you in the gods. In the gods? Wait. A new debutante makes room for you in the gods, where several... I don't know what that means. Where several familiar faces are making insinuations about various members of the cast. Mixing across class lines is considered deeply distasteful. But the actors, like the theater itself, blurs lines. The growing blush on a cultured junior secretary's face when the lead actor first appears is telling. A gunshot in the night, pistols in the morning. The West Enders close ranks. What is going on here? That's a lot of salon stew gossip. Did we pick the wrong thing? Alright. I think we picked the right thing, but... Alright, we can talk to the Parsimonious chairman. We can turn in all of our nameplates for a savage secret. That's what we want. We have read that before. We have one Tackety nameplate. They really don't like us anymore, which is fine. I mean, we're basically at war with them. We really don't care. Turn in our nameplate. We'll get it 25 sovereigns. Alright, let's get out of here. Next we will... let's do the clock tower. Alright. A cheer from the scaffolding. The foreman beams. An angel bringing gifts. Actually, you point out, you'll be needing payment. Progress in Port Prosper. You are paid extremely well for the delivery. Excuse me. Whoa, 800. Woof. And the foreman shakes you warmly by the hand. Won't take us no time now, he says, with a grin. Maybe we should name the clock after you, eh? Alright. So we have struggling stovepipes. Hopefully that won't be that way forever. Let's visit the Windward company while we're here. Air is falling. Ooh, we are totally admired. That's nice. You're encouraged to watch. Yeah, we've read this before. Gonna offer to transport some settlers. Okay. I think I've read that before. Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve. Okay. Would you take me to Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve? I'd love to see the wilderness, from a safe distance, of course. She rushes onto your vessel as soon as you've finished shaking hands. Excellent. I'll stay out of your way, then. You'll hardly even notice me. Any luck? You'll forget I'm even here. I probably will forget that you're there. So, alright. That is done. I think we're going to head down to Magdalene's. For the first time, they haven't complained about, you know, oh, get me there as quickly as possible, don't take any detours. Alright, so it looks like this side here is actually pretty well traveled. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Now this is going to take us into some pretty hostile territory. But for the most part, it's just going to be those crotchetities or whatever they're called. Those crikeys. No, we have no asang, so there's no point in going over there. Check out the southern corner of this. Okay. Up on over the next rock. A distant shriek through the tangled undergrowth. What haunts this far-flung path? Miners dug too deep in this world that disturbing disgruntlement of cantankerite. A disgruntlement. That's awesome. It's like a murder of crows, but it's a disgruntlement of cantankerite. My God, such tongue-twisty terms. I think we'll probably follow this until we get really close to this other rock here, and then we'll head down to Magdalene's. Let's go. Disgruntlement of cantankerite. Hello. Disgruntled cantankerite. Whoa. Oh, that hurt. No. Oh, jeez. It's bad. Oh, I can't dodge him because I'm not facing him. We definitely need to gain some sovereigns. Let's try that. Failure. They lose more crew. Jeez. Okay, we're down to 7, which is really the minimum I like to have. That's not looking so good. I don't really want an uncanny specimen. Sometimes those things happen with those. Yeah, we'll just lose the terror. You gently shunt the larger pieces away. The crew are heartened to be doing something for the general good. And the reason why is disperse the rubble. Fragments could be a menace to passing engines. Clear it out of the way as a service to other skyfarers and lose town. Took a couple bad hits there. Because I wasn't facing them, that's the problem. And if you're not facing them, you can't really dodge very quickly. In fact, I ended up dodging right into him a few times. Yeah, so coming up against two of them at once is probably not clever of me. I probably should have tried to avoid that confrontation. Alright, it seems like we're through the snowy wastes. Yeah, we can stop at Magdalene's. I'll probably try to get rid of some of this terror while we're here. Alright. We can head over to the Keepsake Market. How much does it talk? That's 50 sovereigns to talk with the captains. That'll take us almost all the way down, I think. While away the time with other captains, Magdalene's is a popular respite for most skyfarers in the Reach. There's always someone interesting to share a drink with in this house of comfort. So it'll reduce your terror significantly. It's still higher than I'd like it. An interlude. The Blythe Bar and the reception is famously well stocked. Attendants are on hand to keep an eye on the clientele and ensure no one seeks treatment while too squiffy. I think I've read this before. You while away a few hours in the company of several Windward defectors. A traveling magician, a pair of quarreling botanists, and one almost definite ministry spy, aided by the convivial delights of a bottle of or three of starshine tinted brandy. Okay. I would like this to be even lower. I might actually head over to the Chamber of Solace. Oh, we forgot to look at the, what's it called? Bazaar had up at Port Prosper. Alright, well, we picked up a couple of these, so we can do this. Request for treatment for guilt. I think I've read this all this stuff before. This time, let's do a former crewman. I think we've done someone from the past, a very boring individual. We haven't done either of these, so maybe we should do someone who once meant a very great deal. Terror fades. The room is as you left it that last time. They are stood, cigar in hand, facing the window where you left them. The smoke has stained the glass thunder gray. They turn as you shut the door. Is that a list in their hand? They have been waiting some time for this. Okay. We will write a port report, of course. Yep, that looks like it's the same. Deliver the previously impounded goods. Delivered with gratitude. A nurse from Magdalene's opens up the crate and breathes a sigh of relief. Finally, our prisoners, honey. We were almost out. I can't thank you enough, but I can pay you for your troubles. We got 200 sovereigns. We're up over 4,000. Beautiful. And this is just gonna cycle through those messages that we saw. We still have to get to Lustrum to get the final information on the amenable host. The bazaar. Ooh. Sale of shot and shell. A crow-like captain sells used but functional armaments scavenged from the cold wreckage of a sky battle. Good pickings when the Tacketies and stovepipes fight, he observes professionally. We're gonna buy all of them. We also have to go to Beatrice's exchange and resupply. Grab 4 of those. We'll grab 3 of these. I like to be about 4, and we're gonna be out of this soon. And that does take us quite a bit over on supplies, but we do run out of supplies more quickly than we run out of fuel, so fine. Is there anything else we want to do while we're here? I always leave and I forget to do something. Oh, there's actually a lot of stuff we can do on Hybris. Alright, yeah, so I think what we'll probably do here... I mean, there's a lot to do in Hybris. There's this. There's this. Oh, it's Hybris Pus. There's a lot to do at Hybris. So we're gonna go back to we're gonna go back home to New Winchester, and then I think we're definitely gonna go and find Hybris. That'll probably be in the next episode, though. We have to drop off these armaments as well. I mean, if we're going to be searching on the other side of New Winchester, I don't want to be hauling it around with us. Oh, shoot. That's a wrong... No, that's not a wrong tech. One thing that I don't like, although I suppose it's good for just making the game more active, is that these rocks are very close together all the time. There's not a lot of really super open spaces, so it doesn't feel like space. It definitely feels like you're chugging along on a river rather than being in space. Oh yeah, let's strip them for repairs. Our hull is in bad shape, and now it's not. Woo! The detritus of yet another skirmish in the Winchester War. Now it's one of those shotgun ones. Just out of range. Whoa! Oh, bastard! That hurt. Alright, I don't want to risk more crew. No, we'll just loot for treasure. 2 fuel. That's fine. Not liking how much damage he did to us, though. Yeah, those shotgun ones are really tough. I mean, that one probably did as much damage to us as it did to itself by ramming us like that. But yeah, like the shotgun ones can do that ramming thing, and it's really difficult to avoid because they have so much spread. While the other ones are pretty easy, actually. In between the regular raiders and the Tacketies, those two guys are pretty easy. The dreadnoughts are tough. The sky beasts that like inhabit the dreadnoughts, or like especially if they inhabit the dreadnoughts, are like freaking impossible. The ones that inhabit the Tackety ships are not impossible, but they're still really pretty hard. Oh, we forgot to turn in our, while we were up at Port Prosper, to turn in our 2 ministry stamped permits for a, what do you call it? Passport, I guess you could say, to the London area. Alright, so we got 300 sovereigns. It seems like the stovepipes are definitely winning in the battle, which is good. But I mean, if the other side still has 25 ships in the area, that's a lot of ships. And just because our guys had like 37 or whatever, 25 to 37 is not great. I mean, it's good, but I mean, I think we would prefer. What is this? Your navigator sidles up to you. You been keeping up with the dailies, Captain? He unfurls a yellowing newspaper. Your passenger from Port Prosper has her face splashed across the front page beneath an impressive and improbable list of charges. The Ministry of Public Decency is offering a hefty reward. You'll ponder this. A criminal, huh? No need for rash action. Your passenger is a wanted fugitive. She does not know that you know. A quick change of course back to Port Prosper is entirely possible. A swift extradition for her, a well-deserved reward for you. Or you could continue to her destination. Who knows? She may have reformed. You may be sympathetic. If she's on the run, she may be willing to pay handsomely for her transportation. Wow. We can't have somebody who's in violation of the Ministry of Public Decency getting away with their crimes, can we? Sounds, I don't know, unsociable. So are we gonna head back there already? I don't know if I like that. But at the same time, I don't want her to accidentally get away. We are carrying a bunch of munitions, basically for Port Prosper right now. Now we definitely want to have our hull repaired. So there's that. Oh, that's right. We picked up a bronzewood somewhere. Plenty of supplies. I mean, do we want to go back to Port Prosper already, though? We just left. There was something else I wanted to do up there that I forgot to do, though. What was it? Oh, yeah. Let's check out their bazaar. Alright, let's see where this character's headed. Leadbeater and Stainrod. Well, we're not in any rush to go there, so I think that we should probably search for Hybris. Searching for Hybris is probably our #1 priority. But now that we're here, and we do now have 2 of these savage secrets, we can decode the message. Eureka! Late nights, score failed attempts, bunched up and thrown into the fire. But at last you are successful. The pages concealed not one hidden message, but 2, each complicating and confounding the other. The first is an exhortation to meet at the same place and under the same circumstances that you last parted. That was in London during the annual Jubilation Day festivities that commemorates the Empire's conquest of a sun. I do really want to know what the like, are suns like devils or something? What's going on here? The second sentence of letters picked up from the crossword. The second is a sentence of letters picked from the crosswords, which alone took entire nights to complete. You scribble them down on the back of an envelope. The stars are dying. Mission, the truth. Seek your friend in London. Okay. You can totally do that. Not a big deal. While we're here, maybe we can consult with an academic on this. The black box. It was recommended by several acquaintances. He would give you his rarefied opinion if you have an unusual trophy from your journeys to share with him. Expert advice. The academic is wild-haired and scatterbrained, but his expertise is undeniable. He provides a wild hypothesis. We know that judgments, the suns, made the laws that govern all things. Those laws are enforced most vigorously wherever the light can reach. But a container like this might thwart their sight. If I wanted to exclude something from certain laws of the heavens, I would hide it in a box like this. Interesting. Doesn't really help us. So this option didn't go away. If we do this again, what happens? And we just lost another specimen. Great. Okay, we don't want to do that again. Although we did gain experience for both of them, so that's kind of nice, but otherwise, kind of a waste. Alright, that's not super helpful. Try to blow the lock. How do we do that, though? What are the chances? 62. Oh, jeez. Oh boy, I don't know what to do with it. Alright, well I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you for joining me. I think in the next episode we're going to go back and search for Hybris again, or Hybris. And then probably after that we'll head back to Port Prosper and deliver the fugitive. Check out their bazaar. Actually, we should check this out too. Bronzeward for Port Avon. Totally do that. Cricket season is nigh. Mr. Sharma of Port Avon will pay for 5 consignments of bronzewood. That's a lot of bronzewood. Furnish the village team with bats, files, stumps, shin pads, and protective cups to minimize damage to delicate areas. So they make all this stuff out of wood, huh? Interesting. Port Avon lays to the north of New Winchester. Alright, we'll do that. We have a couple of bronzewoods already, so. And actually, we have to go near Polmere's. We have to go near the circus anyway. And actually, we should probably head to this. What's Alkies? Or Aklis? Aklis. Alright, yeah, we should probably head by the circus anyway, so we can acquaint ourselves with them, and they can recognize our face, and we can become friends with them, because that is really, really useful. And maybe we can pick up some less wood there on the way to, what's it called, Hybris. So anyway, that's sort of the plan. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe subscribe, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.